The banality of evil unfolding through what we hear. The Zone of Interest challenges viewers to really listen. Scenes of domestic bliss set against the churning of the concentration camp crematorium. The house where it's set wired with 3/4 of a mile of microphone cables to record the cast's words, along with hidden cameras. It's sound designer Johnny Byrne already winning a BAFTA for his work.
It was a lot of research and reading events of torture and murder that I could imagine would have a sound attributed to them, and then going and reenacting that as best as possible using sometimes actors, but more so trying to find real sound in the real world that sounds similar and repurposing that, because that's more credible than having an actor pretend.
When cinema transitioned from silent movies to talkies, filmmaking was transformed.
It was a whole new sensation, hearing the guns of westerns ring out across cinema seats, or the screeching of tyres in car chases. And while nowadays it's something that we tend to take for granted, sound remains an invisible art.
It is a standout year for sound, and while a film about composer Leonard Bernstein obviously had to be note perfect in terms of its audio, how do you even set about figuring out what a war between humans and robots with artificial intelligence sounds like?
Tom and Dean, who did our sound mix for The Creator, they're also nominated for Maestro. That's no accident, that these people are sort of uber geniuses of the industry. The tricky thing about doing, I think, sound design for a sci-fi movie is that if you go too far with the sound design, you don't even know what you're listening to. So you've got to just do one. You're trying to find sounds that are just one step away from what we know those sounds to be.
Watch a film like Mission Impossible and it's the epic action you notice, but listen up.
Any simple scene would have 20 layers of sound effects, whether it's birds, footsteps, a door. You hit a car chase in Rome, and you've got 450 elements over a series of minutes. You often speak to, whether it's a family member or your friends, and they show surprise that what they hear or see isn't just recorded on location.
As for Christopher Nolan's team, the small matter of recreating the sound of an atomic bomb.
7.
While we may instinctively think of film as a visual medium, there is a power to sound in cinema, showcased in all of this year's Oscar nominees, one capable of having an almost subliminal hold over what we're watching. Katie Spencer, Sky News.